Okay, today I'm going to explain about the Java language features of Java. The first and foremost feature of Java is the object-oriented programming language. Everything we write in Java always revolves around the objects. That is why it is called as object-oriented programming language. Without writing at least one object or one class, we cannot complete our Java application. Software that is implemented in Java is organized into different types of objects and classes. Basic concepts of object-oriented programming language are objects, classes, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. Java supports all of these object-oriented programming language features. That's why it is called as OOPS, which means that object-oriented programming system or the object-oriented programming language. However, the traditional programming languages, which we have C language, is not an object-oriented programming approach. It is a procedure-oriented programming language where we always dealt with the procedures or functions or methods in the C language applications. Next feature is simple. Uh, Java is very simple to learn and its syntax is based on C++. And Java has removed the complicated and rarely used features, C++ features like operator overloading, explicit memory allocation, and manual memory allocation and deallocation. Pointers concept is also removed from Java. And its syntax is also similar to C++. Those whoever has learned the C++ language, they can easily learn the language of Java. Next feature is platform independent. Java is a platform independent, which is different from other languages like C and C++. C and C++ are the platform dependent languages, which means that applications written in C and C++ are compiled in one platform, cannot be executed directly on the another platform. It needs a recompilation, which means that the recompilation will again has to take place based on the new platform instructions and all. But whereas the Java program written in the Java programming language can be run on multiple platforms like Windows, Linux, Mac OS, etc. Java code compiled by the Java compiler and it converts it into the bytecode. When we execute this bytecode in any other platform on which it is other than the platform on which it is originally compiled, right? That will be converted into the platform specific instruction when we execute that in the new platform. That is why Java code is platform independent. This bytecode feature of Java uh, facilitates, I mean, it is giving us the feature of Java programming code write once, run anywhere. Next feature is distributed. Java is distributed because it has the facility to create distributed applications like using RMI and EJB technologies in Java programming language. Java also supports the socket programming to interact with systems present in network using TCP/IP and UDP protocols. Java is a robust language. Uh, Java is robust because it uses strong memory management and exception handling techniques. And also type checking is also present in Java language. That's why Java is a strong programming language. Java is secure programming language because Java program runs inside a Java virtual machine, that is a sandbox like kind of environment which will not be uh, which will not be accessing the other system resources without having the actual permissions or the actual access rights. Java is having the bytecode verifier. It checks the code fragments for illegal code that can violate the access rights to the object. Java is also having a class loader. In Java, class loader is used to load the Java classes into JVM dynamically. Whenever it is loading the classes dynamically from the network sources, it creates a separate package for them so that the local file system classes will not be in collision with the packages of the classes loaded from the network sources. Java is also facilitating the security manager to check whether the program has access rights to the local system resources. Java programming language is compiled and interpreted, which means that when we write a Java program, it will be compiled into the bytecode and it will be given to the JVM. JVM has an interpreter to interpret the bytecode, and it also has the JIT compiler to speed up the execution. As both compilation and interpretation taking place both in the compilation phase and also in the runtime phase, that's why Java is called as both compiled and interpreted programming language. Next feature of Java is high performance. Java application provides high performance when compared to Java application provides high performance when compared to the interpreted programming languages because its bytecode is very close to the native code, and also it has the just-in-time compiler, which is the JIT compiler, comes into picture in execution along with the interpreter to execute some instructions directly onto the processor. Java is still a little bit slower than when it is compared to the compiled languages like C and C++. Java is portable language because when a Java program is compiled into a bytecode, it can be ported to easily to any platform without any changes. Java is multi-threaded programming language, which means that what is meant by thread? A thread represents a separate path of execution for a group of instructions. Multiple tasks can be executed concurrently or at the same time by creating a thread for each task. When we want to do multiple tasks at the same time, then Java facilitates us to write multi-threaded applications. Applications don't have to wait for one task to complete in order to start the another task. Next feature is scalability. Uh, Applications that are written in Java are scalable, which means that it can run on wide variety of devices, starting from less memory embedded devices or handheld devices or mobile devices to large mainframe systems. And the last feature is dynamic. Java programming language is dynamic. Any programming language is called dynamic if its behavior changes dynamically. Java supports loading of classes dynamically on demand. Java also supports the dynamic polymorphism that the behavior will change based on the runtime object allocated to it. Point to be noted is that dynamic language is different from the dynamic type language. And that's all about the features of Java. Thank you.